I think it'd be better if they demolished the ugly buildings to begin with on this side, because that would improve, you know, the whole vibe. Because over here it's just so corporate and awful. Over there it's like typical Danish artists and hippies hanging out. Over here it's like you're in New York City, you know? It looks like the UN building or whatever. I prefer more bridges, because I think it's a little too much hassle to get across. Perhaps I'd like to be able to, you know, rent canoes or kayaks. I think a sandy beach would be fun, or, you know, some kind of earthy environment that's not so concrete and, you know, sterile.
Sometimes I think it works better if there's an indoor facility that actually opens to the outdoors, so you have both opportunities. It's not just a walk along the water, but actually you can do things when you're there.
Functions I would go for is, you know, the traditional cafes or a place to hang out and read a newspaper or something like that.
Some shops, some places to eat, cafes.
Make more cafes, make more events.
A couple more cafes would help, because there's really nothing to drink or eat, which makes you not want to come here. Not as much as on the other side.
I'd probably tear down all the new buildings and make energy resource projects by the harbour side as well. That will attract people and make people understand what we have here. We have a major energy resource and we don't use it.
I would like to have more opportunities to get down on the water. You need either a boat that moves and you can feel the waves underneath you, or something floating like a pontoon or something like that.
You could tear down the buildings, which would mean that they wouldn't create shade for the sun. Why don't we see some more houseboats that could have their own little dock here? I mean, people living here would mean some people who actually cared about making it a nicer area.
If they actually made some kind of lighting in like different, you know, like different mood lighting. You know, you go through this kind of lighting and it's like, you know, disco dasco. You go further down the harbour, it's like more like scenery and sensual, and you know, something like that would be really cool to like have art put into the harbour as well. Then I'll probably use that more. Right now at night it's really dark. There was at one point where they actually did like a very big art scenario where these ships and submarines and dancers were going up and down the harbour. I mean, that was really great. And so if there was like lighting here and things going on there, you know,